So without further ado, let's just go to the blacklist. Okay. So here is the blacklist. Now there's no sound on this, so I'm not going to turn on the sound here. But essentially, what we have here is apparently a list that I guess Kyomaru that apparently Kyo sent out at some point. So and they do start this list with a kind of a little bit of a disclaimer here, which says, if you're Hollow fans or simply Niji antis, feel free to support these artists and drama tubers. So this is supposed to be a list of drama tubers, clippers, indies, merchants, everything else, right? For me, or at least a lot of Niji fans, we are just respecting artists' wishes who refuse to work for Niji or take any commissions related to Niji. We are making a list of who to avoid in social media because there's nothing good coming from dwelling in negativity and toxicity. If you're telling me that's bad, you have to put up with harassment and hates from us. Well, I don't know what to say. Peace. Now, I want to address this real quick before we get into it. If this is all, that's not so bad, right? That's actually not that bad. The problem is when you start to list the reasons for it and you start to list the accusations, those accusations might as well be good. I'm not saying that you should put up with harassment. If you feel like you're harassed by anybody, it's your right to block people on social media. If you don't want negativity and toxicity, you can block people on social media. That's your prerogative. You get to choose who you want to listen to. Now, I like to listen to a broader list of people, but not everybody likes to listen to people that might disagree with you. So if you want to block people, that's fine. You can go ahead and block people. But here's the thing. They don't just stop making a simple list. If they just listed a bunch of names and they didn't give any reasons, that would be one thing. But the problem is they started giving reasons. And if these reasons are accurate, that could, if it describes a crime, be defamation. Also, if it describes a business and it's disparaging towards that business, that can be potential a form of business defamation or business disparagement. Right. So you have to be very, very careful about where you go. And actually, one of the first things they start with is actually something that could be defamation, which really got me worried reading this. So this is a disclaimer. I did not make this list myself. A lot of input is from Niji fans, and I just make the compilation here and double check by looking up the evidence tweets. So this person is already trying to kind of hedge here. So they start out with one that is pretty strong. So this one is actually a big problem. First and foremost, block this person. One of the most disgusting people in the community, a two-faced person who talks trash in any color, Nijisanji, Alira Vox. Retweet revenge prawn of Alira and making fun of her. So I'm going to highlight this real quick. We're going to go back to it. But they're still replying to Niji Liver's tweets, acting like goody two-shoes. Now, I'm not going to click on this person's Twitter. I've checked it. It does have some adult art, right? So that's there. But what I want to say that people should be very careful of, and this is advice to everybody, whether you are a Niji anti or a Niji stan, you need to be very, very careful. You need to be very careful when you accuse somebody of a crime. In most of, at least most countries, revenge prawn, and I guess I'm saying prawn like the prawn, but because I don't like to say it too, it's too early. We're 15 minutes in, right? That is a crime. This is now a crime in most places. So you should think very carefully if what you're saying is an actual crime or if it's not, right? And what I am going to throw out there is hentai may be distasteful, but it probably doesn't meet the statutory definition of that crime in most jurisdictions. So it can be distasteful. It could be disgusting. It could be whatever you want it to be, right? You could say they're doing very distasteful hentai, but it's not actually going to meet the definition of that crime in almost all jurisdictions. But anyways, this is my big issue here. And the other thing is that now the problem is that when you say a crime, now you've got potential defamations. This person can bring defamation. But beyond that, everybody else in this list, are they associated with that? Are you implying they're doing that? Now, I don't actually think they're doing that. I do not think they're implying that everybody is doing this sort of thing, is, sending out revenge prawn. But that said, it's very dangerous to make these lists and put these reasons because there's an implication, right? And this implication can be misinterpreted. So be very, very careful when you make an accusation and make sure that it's true, especially if you're accusing them of a crime. And this is indeed a crime. So look, my suggestion to the person who makes this list is just list the names, right? If you want to say this is a list of people you should probably block, just put the names and everybody can go and do their own research. And if you want to have an explanation, make it very short and very simple. But honestly, it's better to just make a list, be like, here's a list, and just put names. And they do that, but not enough. So let's get into their list. Let's get into who's on the list, shall we? I'm making a list. I'm banning them twice. I want to know who's naughty or nice. Well, obviously they took this one from Kyo, right? So this was Kyo's list. So obviously Kyo was numero uno. And somebody asked their guest. No, this is not a guest stream. It's just me solo streaming for a while. It's not going to be a super long one. We are going to review a video from Nux a little bit later. It's actually Nux reviewing Rev. And I really wanted to comment on that. I actually DM'd Nux and I was like, dude, I really appreciated your tone in this, because I think he, in his joking way, he actually came out with a good video and was actually surprisingly mature. And I was actually shocked. So I want to talk about that later. So Kyo, drama tuber, the one who stirs the situation the most, admitted he hates Nijisanji and is biased, screenshot deleted tweet. So he tweeted out, I hate Nijisanji, right? Which, look, this can be very much true, but even people who have a bias or have a leaning, you have to evaluate, is what they're saying true or not? And look, if they're lying, they're lying. If they're telling the truth, they're telling the truth. So is it true? Is it not true? Is the information that Kyo's put out true or not true? If it's not true, then okay, it's not as valuable. But sometimes folks can be biased. Very true. So you've got this, and this was, by the way, he was responding to this saying, can you stop acting like this is new information and talents are all grown adults who consensually sing to contract and knew what they're getting into. Stop using Selen or any of the livers to something. And then he responded just, I hate Nijisanji, right? Which might have been more of a guttural reaction. So Fall Side, look at this. Drama tuber, scum of the earth number 2. So false is scum of the earth number 2. I mean, okay. Once again, these descriptions are close to getting in trouble. Yes, this is not accusing him of a crime. Yes, it's not defamation. But I mean, it's gonna lead to bad things. Like when people see this, right? When people see this, the Niji army is gonna come for people, right? Well, number 1 is Kyo. So number 1 is Kyo, right? So number 2 is Fall Side, right? Apparently. So it's targeting people, telling people come for these guys, like come for their heads. It's not great. Especially to rank them. It's kind of negligent. Dreamachu, YouTube Dreamachu. I don't know their Twitter and said on community posts they don't want to support Niji anymore. You know what's funny? So I actually went and checked this channel. So I tried to find some of these channels like, okay, well, where's their anti-Niji post? I literally went, and I'll show you guys. I went to their channel here. This is Dreamachu channel. First of all, they're not even that big of a channel, right? But I couldn't even find the post. I'm like, where's their anti-Niji's post supposed to be? I couldn't even find it on their latest videos. I was like, I don't know where it's supposed to be. So, I mean, they said community tabs. Let's go over there real quick. There's a post about the Oshi, right? Like, okay. What a great way to wake up. So they posted the contract. But I mean, then Kyo's graduation, but once again, that's all you're going to cancel them for, is that? It's kind of weak. And once again, you're putting this under the same list that you put people who had revenge prawns. So, I mean, I don't know. Are those equivalent? I don't think so. All right. So who's next? We got Tectone. What the hell did Tectone do? Well, apparently Tectone is actively riling up the hate. And after a Black Box stream, he tweeted, I love how Nijisanji's response was, please respect everyone but Selen, calling Any Color a shit company in the stream a smear campaign. Okay. Well, let's see what the actual statement is here to make sure that's backed up. I think we've got, did I pull up Tectone? Yeah, there he is. Okay. So, okay. There's this tweet. I love how Niji's response was please respect everyone, but selling what a shit company. It's borderline a blatant smear campaign at this point. I mean, he said borderline, that's a little bit of a caveat, but listen, obviously he doesn't like Niji, right? Obviously doesn't like Niji. But once again, it's directed at the company, not the livers, not the talent. So there's nothing saying that he doesn't like necessarily all the people, but just the company itself. So we're canceling Tectone now. Tectone is out. Okay. So we're moving on. And let's go over here. We've got Moist Critical. Moist Critical, Penguin Zero. Right? So Moist Critical, I think had one video. I was searching. I was like, so you're gonna cancel him for doing one video? I feel like that's really not that much. And once again, what was his video? It's like this evil company is starting to collapse. Okay, I guess anytime they call it evil, it's like you're canceled. Whatever. 2.4 million views. Obviously, he's got a huge channel. I mean, he's got like 16 million subs or 14 million subs. So obviously, he's got a shit ton of subs, right? But one video on the issue, and I actually have to scroll down to get it. I mean, he's talking about what to do when an alpha male insults you. Okay, so like, I mean, come on, this is like you have to scroll down here. It's kind of buried. It's not the prime content for covering this. Not even close. So next, and actually, I'll share the window here. It'll be much easier to do. You've got something in Ordinary Games, Mudahar, okay? And then Asmongold. So Lynn, once again, Asmongold did what? Let's go over and check Asmongold's channel, right? What did he do? He did like one video on this. Nijisanji is cooked. One video. Maybe he did two? Was there two maybe? But obviously the bro is doing a lot of the stuff. Okay, couple over here, 2, 3 on that. And that's his shtick. That's his shtick. Guys, that I don't think, 3, maybe 4. But once again, he's doing a bunch of videos. So it's not like that's all he's focusing on. So when you say like these people are just focusing on aiding Nijisanji, no, what Asmongold does is he looks at what topics are trending, or rather, he doesn't even do it. His company does it, or his editor does it. They look for what topics are trending, and he just comments on whatever's trending. So whatever's trending, it's just comment. Same thing with Moist Critical, right? And I don't think all of these people are necessarily equal. So when you put them on a list, when you go and you create your kind of list here, and you're putting all these people together, you're comparing false with Asmongold. Well, they're not exactly one for one. Same with Dreamachu, who doesn't even have a freaking video. They've got a couple community tab posts. So it's apples and oranges, really. Right? This is on, by the way, this is on reentry.co/bandwagon list. I'll post a link in the chat a little bit later. All right, you guys will get that. Anybody can pull that up. So you got a Hero High, who's actually a friend of mine. He's been on a stream with me on Flashcast talking about anime. And I saw one of his videos on this. Now he's got about 4 or 5 videos here. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like 5 or 6 or whatever. But point is, so he's got a couple, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 videos. And then he's got some of the 8, 9. Okay, so he's got about 9. So he's got more, 9, 10, maybe. Okay. But he covered me. I'm in this one, right? Streamer attacks Dokubird and gets destroyed by lawyer. That was good. Good job, homie. Good move. Good video. Okay. But he's covering the news. Right? Covering the news. And then you've got Coefficient, Evan IT0, Kenji. So all these people are thrown together in the one big pot, and they're all drama tubers, clippers, YouTubers, and streamers. They're all thrown together in that pot. And I didn't get the list, guys. I did not get the list. Objection emojis in the chat because I did not get on the list. I am sad. Listen, all these people calling me a drama tuber or whatever, and I didn't even make the drama tube list. I'm actually very sad. Well, actually, maybe they realize that. Maybe they realize that I'm actually giving objective analysis, which is actually good. Which is actually good. But I did not make the drama tuber list. Artists and merch. Yes, and other people who did not make this, no DN, no Rev, no Kirsch. Yeah, no. A lot of people are not on that list. All right, so let's look at this. Sazen X. By the way, these are all, people, artists they think you should block. So obviously, once again, these are artists that you probably can buy from. Openly supporting Doki and said they're moving on from Nijisanji. Spilled that Ina and Kyo were supposed to do a cover. So this was, I guess, was secret. I don't know. And she was supposed to be the artist and excused it because I didn't sign an NDA, so it's fine. Thanks for the tip, Anoni. Well, yeah, if you don't sign an NDA, you don't have to keep things. You don't have to keep things quiet. That's the whole point. If you want somebody to keep stuff quiet, make them sign an NDA. That's kind of why you do that. So, also you could pay your people, right? Here's one of the problems is that if Nijisanji is not paying these vendors, they're probably not getting the NDAs. They're probably not getting the agreements, right? So is this somebody that was paid by Nijisanji or just doing fan art? I don't know. At Shuko literally said they're just hate writing and they did the Alira Vox revenge porn. Okay, so right here, you have it again, guys. This artist has been accused of a crime now. So this artist, by the poster, by the original poster, has now accused this person of a crime. That's defamation, right? Okay, so they've accused them of creating something that is illegal, right? So this is very important. The tweet and arts are deleted. I have no screenshot of it because I never seen it and never want to add it. Also, he apologized later on. But you have just committed business defamation if it's not true. If this is not true, that is business defamation. So once again, because this person is an artist or merchant, they make money from this business. You don't want to do that. Just say they could have just deleted this and say, don't follow this person, right? Why not just do that? If that's what you want to do, just don't say this, right? It's my advice. Once again, if you're going to create a list, think smart about it. Arilla Graphics, she does wiggly emotes and merchandise. Stopped making Niji stuff. She said it'll be the last time she will never sell Niji merch again and added a no thank you. So if it backfires, then fuck her. Okay, I mean, you're allowed to have your opinion, but once again, not looking good. Doesn't look great. Mofu merch posted an announcement, chose to cease support for, quote unquote, the organization. The organization? What is this? Secret society? So let's see. Lemon Werewolf says, in light of the recent news, I am having a sale on all my Niji merch because I would like to clear my stock. What's wrong with having a sale? You're literally canceling this person for having a sale. What's wrong with that? Right? So what is wrong? What is wrong with that? Okay. Chuchums says discontinuing Nijisanji and merch. Okay. Canceling them for that. Bishi Pro discontinuing creating new fan fiction for Nijisanji because unable to align with companies that do not hold the same practices and standards. Okay. Stop. Shiba Ryu says decided to stop producing on the GR merch. Selen is their Oshi. So the choice of Oshi is relevant here. Oh boy. Savisa Vichan. Well, obvious, and by the way, obviously, if you were dedicating your artistry towards a IP that is no longer active, that's you kind of got to shift, right? You're gonna move around, you're gonna change. So, oh God. So the artist who worked on Selen's last cup of copy, you know the story, in support of Doki, but still liking Niji Livers. So this person, SA vis-a-vis Chan, right? SA vis-a-vis Chan. This person is still a positive person. They're not a negative person. They actually still like Nijisanji Livers. All they did was make the music video. And you're gonna put them on the list? for targeting here. And once again, the problem is you're stacking a person like this who really hasn't done anything wrong up against a person who you're literally accusing of revenge porn. Just understand you're putting these people in the same list. This is what the problem is. Now, I'm not saying that, look, it's clear that they're giving an explanation of what this person did here. They're trying to give an explanation, but it just creates a bad look and it creates an impression for that business that, oh, these businesses are all associating with people who create revenge porn. It's not a good general scheme for this. Chuami and Ceramic Guts called Niji loser. Uchusagi will not be restocking or creating future merch. I assume they mean Nijisanji. Kamaniki discontinued Niji merch. No longer support Niji. Blocked the Lira. Oh no, they blocked the Lira. Queen Camel, Camellia IV, says she will not be working with any livers associated with Nijisanji moving on. Well, fans are not livers, so, you know. Wizard Journey discontinued, will not be restocking. Mr. Salty Watskin says we'll delete his Niji arts as making fun of Nijisanji on Enriku Tazume's video tweet. Chuchugo says, I'm retiring all my Niji fan merch, won't be restocking. A cup of CAW coffee, or a cup of coffee, says they will not produce any Niji merch and the current merch will be sold very cheap at Con. Spider Kaku, never going to subscribe, follow, or draw Niji-san members. Wisticlips says they will not be accepting anything Niji related and also Doom posting about Niji EN. Okay, I kind of want to see the Doom posting. Let me open that in a new tab and just check it in a second. Ganymede VT, in light of the new news, he's going to sell the merch. I won't be selling it online. I want them anywhere good. Now, this is a little bit better because it is a quicker description. For example, why not just do this for everybody? Like UU6, just put this. Just be like, oh yeah, merch. They sell merch. They sell merch. Matcha Capricorn, Cutie Bunny, Batty Wanderer won't draw once Oshi out of Niji. Slime Papariba, artist drops Niji. Beta Non-Beat says Mufu merch, affiliated artist. Panoni drop Niji merch. Kuri-chan merch. Strong Moist, NSFW artist. So careful. They're not against Niji 100%. Wait, why careful? Maybe because you don't want to be careful opening them, I guess. They're not against Niji 100%. So they said what Niji official did is good, but they have a Doki PFP. So take it as you will. So because their profile page has Doki, actually, let me look that one up. I know it's not safe for work, but you know, your boy lives dangerously. Your boy lives dangerously here. Oh boy. I wouldn't be able to scroll down, put it that way. I would not be able to scroll down because it's super, super not safe for work. Okay. Vessel for Art. If anyone remembers, they're Anon, where Vox Ikalira were reading scripts and Doki SN on the floor in a suit in a background with some cult shit happening. This is your guy. So I guess he made one anti-Niji art and he's on the bland list. Risuri, an indie artist, liked a bunch of Doki's tweets and art. Haven't seen Niji art unless I missed it, but said Niji supremacy in the past. It sounds kind of mean. Niji supremacy. I mean, that's, you sure it's not a Pippa quote there? Niji supremacy. Anyways, Weena Desu says, artists who worked with SLN, not Niji, not paying them on time. Someone on NYFCO thought the reason why these things happen only to SLN fan artists is because SLN never told management until the last minute for comms, etc. But I don't know. Zivian Ramirez, artist, wants Rosemary to either graduate or not be part of Bully Livers. Let's continue with this list. Indies and Corpos. Mujin. So he is that Genshin wannabe VTuber calling for Vox's graduation under Kyo's tweet, made a tweet about Vox, Alira, and Ike disregarding privacy. Well, this is actually true. So this is actually community noted. I showed you Vox Akama has been community noted as potentially violating privacy. So him leaving a comment about it is accurate, is factually accurate. That's not a good, anyways, not a good reason. Overall vocal about hating Niji Live, especially Vox. Well, once again, people are allowed to like who they want to like and not like who they don't want to like. Part Lexnot says, just giving up Vox, Alira, and Ike pro tip after Blockbuster stream. So he gave one pro tip and he's banned. Okay. CYU VTuber says, telling Nijisanji to do better. Oh, how dare he say do better? How dare he say do better? Come on. Come on. Made a video about Niji without research. Oh, he didn't do any research. Got a source from 4chan. How dare you? How dare you, sir? Then threw all of his Niji friends under the bus when back when Sellen's issue was at the highest peak by talking about he almost decided to join Niji, but then they wanted him to stop voice acting with little to no details. Scarlet unfollowed him out later on. Well, those are his personal opinions and his experience. So yeah, I mean, he's entitled to that. Domo Arigato thinks it's weirdo. Shaded Nijisanji. Also, tweet shady stuff to Aruvin, who is allegedly supposed to be the fourth crisis member, about Nijisanji. Also, some of this stuff is implying like breach of contract and other things. So these, once again, close to business disparagement if you're talking about leaking and other things going on, damaging contracts. So this stuff is pretty dangerous to give these definitions. I would just, once again, if you're going to have a list, just make a list without, you don't need to go into everything. Hammer Schemas, the Height CEO, says discontinue to Height collaboration and support Doki. So Height is now canceled. Rikima supporting Doki. Cage VTuber liking Sink the Yacht and Fall Sides Doki tweet comparing Alira and Doki subs. All right. Double Love says for VTuber says he just tweeted Sink the Yacht. So a single Sink the Yacht is enough. So actually, sorry, sink the yacht, right? Not just the yacht, the yacht, because whenever it's it's it only got, look, this tweet only had 4,000 views, 200 likes. It's not even that big. It's just a small tweet, right? But that one tweet is going to get you canceled. I like this one. I don't know, but they got followers. Ara Rats Grace says calling Ina a bully, Vox subs Vox loses sub, much deserved. Has liked negative tweets. Don't buy this to Kodo's mental health. Tweet like buy bitch LMAO. Also, she retweets and tweets too much. Just look at the account, you'll know. Hard to dig up old ones, especially when they subtweet. Lama Samavit. By the way, guys, fair warning. If you're looking at this list, some of these are NSFW and adults. So just understand that when you open some of these are adult. So just be careful. That's all. Or open them at your own risk if you like to live dangerously. Just, Suki Luna YT, Leo for memes. These are all for memes. Leo, Shinny, right? Nix Cambodia, Kuro Tasuda, Lord Mollington. These are all memes. Solo Blade VA, Oda Sadoshi. I don't know, but they were an Alira member. Grave Powers, Celeste, Azure Wolf, Big Banana. Okay. Wong Fu, Alara VTuber, Mr. JMZ, Bracken VTuber, Sunwoo, Kenneth, Deuce, Aaliyah, Rando, Canop Epsilon, Joya Civil, Nick Stick, SWD Stick, Band V Takes, Grimvalot, Chickaboom, PK Patchworks, Finder Mao, Senna MVT, your local Goose. How many are there here? There's a lot. I'm not going to read all of these, but let's read some of the ones that actually have comments here. Okay. Made a meme. Meat Shield. What the fuck does Meat Shield mean? They made the Meat Shield comment about Alira and Vox. Is that what Meat Shield means? Bro, come on. Aria of Effect docs Vox's PL on X. Please report. Want to boycott. I don't know if this is reportable on X. I mean, I know that's a VTuber culture thing, but I don't think X is going to honor like a just mentioning of a PAX life. That's not something that's actually it's taboo, but it's not necessarily X punishable. So just FYI. And I understand. Look, I understand community norms. I get that, and I get that there's community norms, but it's not going to fix the problem. Natalia, generally think they want Niji to strive, as to say not to harass Lyra, but they still believe they're meat shields. So literally, they want you to block a person that likes Nijisanji, but they use the term meat shield. Are you serious? Are you serious? Aurora Ramakui said it's similar to Roa's case. Selin, not a lawyer, but I said what I said. Wait, what? Reading comprehension in support of Ligver said he's disappointed in Niji. Disappointed is enough to ban. Okay. Rated positivity tag. Kurosanji accuses Vox and Alira of holding back laughter, and then just a bunch here. Let me see if I see any of you guys on it. I don't know. I don't think I see any of you guys on this. You guys are just kind of slacking here. Why are you guys not on this list? You guys suck. Get better. Get better. You guys, you guys disgust me.
Disgusting.
Not even all on this list. Come on. Sansanjin, who's on this list twice, is an indie who had QRTS about the situation. Says they don't want to harass Alivers, but implies there are meat shields. Ariel lewd question mark. Lewd question mark. I like question mark. Are they lewd or are they not? Lewd or are they not? QRT is quote retweets. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, chat. You guys are fucking based as shit. Graduating, but interacts with false and Kyo. So literally, if you interact with false, you should be like, why am I not on the list? I've interacted with false. I'm kind of mad now. I'm kind of mad. I guess I'm objective, but they may not like that. Ariel VT. Ellie VTuber, who retweeted and liked Doki's tweets. Dragon, 39 DAF is unbased. So unless you call DAF based, unless you call 39 DAF based, you are bannable. You're bannable. You fucking kidding me right now? Zombie Cow TV, Niji Ian Livers are clowns. And the last one here, CGD, CTN Enjoyer says, literally, they only like Hollow. Made a compilation of Niji Ian Livers being supportive to Ian to later stream. So when you say you like Hollow Live, that's a bannable offense. That's a bannable offense.